I wanted to begin by asking you about sort of the evolution of Shawn Spencer since you began playing the character. How has he sort of changed and grown, or maybe not changed and grown?
I think you nailed it. I think the evolution of Shawn Spencer was fighting tooth and nail the idea of growing up. And I think it gets a little tougher each season for the mere fact that he's getting older, and he gets away with less, and it's not quite as endearing the older that he gets. So I think that's sort of his battle, growing up without growing up.
Has his detective skills and sort of his crime fighting skills improved a lot, or is he still kind of basing off the same stuff from the beginning?
I think he's probably a better detective. I think he's stored away a lot of stuff. And at first he was really flying by the seat of his pants, and I kind of feel like now he chooses to fly by the seat of his pants. He could make things a lot easier on himself sometimes, but it wouldn't be nearly as much fun.
Yeah. Do you think there'll become a point in the series where maybe he'll just be a detective and not really be hiding behind the whole, that premise of the psychic thing?
I think once we blow up the premise, however thin it may have been, we're probably done.
Right. I love the commercials that you guys do. How much fun are those to do?
The music videos particularly are a lot of fun. And that's all our marketing people over at USA. Every year they come up with really clever stuff for us to do.
Did you feel a little bit like The Mentalist when it came in a couple seasons ago sort of stole the thunder of the show a little bit? Did this show have to find a way to sort of re-identify itself with the audience?
I think we always sort of had our own cultish thunder. I've never really felt particularly threatened by The Mentalist because, we're on a basic cable network and they're on, a major network, and it's two completely different animals. And the fact that we've sort of accrued the kind of diehard cult following that we have is fine by me. I love it. I feel like there's almost no such thing as a casual Psych fan.
Right.
And you know what? I'll take that any day of the week.
And the relationship with you and Corbin Bernsen, your dad on the show, has really kind of grown and changed a lot since the series started. He's almost really proud of Shawn in a way now. Could you talk about that relationship?
Yeah, I think Corbin will probably answer it better than I will, but he's got sort of his own battle going. He doesn't want to let go of the idea he had in his head of what his son could be, but by the same token, he realizes he has to because it's never going to happen. And finding moments to be proud inside of the frustration of, he could have been this, is a really interesting thing for an actor to play.
Yeah, and finally, Shawn and Gus are just such a good team together. They're such a great dynamic duo. Was that just from the get-go meeting Dulé, or did you guys have to kind of work the relay, or was it just natural?
We got really lucky. It's the most natural chemistry I think I've ever had with another performer without knowing them, for sure. We met for the first time on this show. And we just learned each other's tendencies really quickly, and he's a great partner.